this hour. Welcome to 428th edition of Investdata Academy Live with Abros. Yeah, this is the first trading full week on the first day of the month of June, being the last month for the quarter, at the same time for the half year. And I'll tell you that the market across the globe have opened in a positive direction. This tells you that investors are looking at what is happening after the month of May, even in the mature economy, and then here have defied in May. I can see that the major indices in the mature market in US, Europe, and Asia were all in green for the month of May, and that is also good news that the month of June, being the last month I've said earlier, is starting on a positive note for investors. But don't mind that investors should look at the things that are very, very important. What I mean here, investors should mind what are very, very important for them at this last month of the quarter. What comes with end of the quarter, what comes with the end of the month, and also what comes with the end of the first half of the year. We have seen the kind of a mixed market in the previous month, which we saw in the month of May down here in Nigeria. We saw how the last trading week for May turn around the month of May after the market have been in a pullback or in a correction mode from the month of April. But the last trading day week for the May turned the whole thing. And also that we are seeing that factors that are coming in terms of mixed macro economy, and also that are point to where the economy is going, and also investors also putting their portfolio on the strength of what is happening in the fixed income market, and at the same time what the figure they are seeing here in Nigeria. Because that's why we are seeing that our market closed positive in the month of May. But let's go back to the mature market to see exactly what has happened and why we are seeing a positive opening for the month of June. I can see that the initial market, the stock market there are in green as a lot of what investor looking at the rate cut relief coming from what from the European zone. Don't forget that the ECB have said earlier down that they're starting rate cut in the month of June, and Canada is also likely to follow that. That also is telling you the next step globally where policy is in terms of monetary policy is kicking off. And also don't forget that last week we saw the figure that came from US on the what called personal consumption expenditure consumption for index that showed that yes, that the Fed is still targeting the 2% inflation, which is sticky as we speak now. But because of this in this mature market, we have seen what is happening in this Asia as well. Was also positive outcome of Indian election. All these are also playing out what in this global market. Seeing that successful election is also a kind of a signal where the market is going. Despite we're seeing that the Middle East problem or that of Ukraine and Russia tension is still kind of influencing the market, but I think that the war is gradually accepting that, and that is that the what we call the Cold War between China and US in terms of policy adjustment or what we call tariff adjustment is also there. But still, we think that this economy, the data that are coming from there are not bad at all, pointing to the direction. Even when that of purchasing manager for China for also came missed for the month of May. But you see a point that yes, that China economy this I think playing out in that region, and we think that the heavy demand for tech companies also has continued, because we have seen the impact of positive numbers from that sector attracting attention, which also sustain that market. Like I said earlier, that the speculation on over interest caused by major central banks are boosted boosted the appetite for risk-driven assets, which is equity, and that also is a plus. And also not only that sectors are going to benefit from rate cut in this zone are also where investors are positioned already. You know the magic of what rate cut. When there's rate cut, which sector benefit from it? It is also the equity space. When there's rate cut, which also have a kind of mitigation or negative, but it's also the equity space. And that's why I think that in this zone where there's a move to cut rate this June, has also reflecting on what of portfolio repositioning, which also I told you about India. This election, other regional markets in that also tracking the strong finishing we saw on Wall Street on Friday. That has continued also impacting even looking at the key inflation reading that saw traders increase position for expected rate cut by Fed, even not immediately, but as from September, which we have seen the body language of many policymakers in that Fed saying that yes, they are still watching. That yes, the cut rate, but it might not be immediate. That they will really have the mind so that the economy can rebound and also was strong, but not immediately. These are what is also shaping that market in that direction. But don't forget that as we speak now, oil price, even when the OPEC after their meeting has all kind of said they are likely to extend deep rate active cut till 2025. I see that this morning that oil price is going down. Even what is happening in Ukraine and in Asia has not done much on the price this morning. But I believe that also when they see the demand problem or outlook for oil has continued to influence the position of oil in that in the global economy. But I believe that on the global market, but for Europe, I think that Europe stock market also are supposed to move up because of what expected rate cut from what for ECB, and also we expect that also more data will come in that regard to give insight what is likely to also happen in Europe. But good news that because there are still signs of rate cut that are also changing investors' expectation, and that also impacting positively in the market. For me, it's a good news for what for that zone. Also, US market is not left behind. I think that US market as speak now is a bit mixed. In this regard, why is it mixed? It's just because of also we're seeing that the three major indices for US closed positively, stronger for the month of May, but this morning they are missed. As a result of what expectation of to see what the key job report will be to give insight. But this also what factor the kind of data or kind of economic indices that the Fed need. They want to see whether it also go in line with what Fed are saying that yes, that also don't forget that the Fed meeting is also coming up next week. Are they going to leave rate for change? Which also most of them are voting that there is to be on change until a clear direction given. That means as from September, they might likely not expect rate cut. These are the things that also shaping the US market as we speak right now at this hour. But good thing is that the market is also having a little stability, and also I think that big companies there are also expecting that because of rate expectation that will come September. Not only that, but seeing the position of portfolio in that regard in US market. But I believe that investors are really opening their eyes to see how they can take the sentiment in the market, which is the psychology of players, to the position their portfolio for that regard. And that is also a good thing for us here to learn that if as investor or trader you look at what will shape the market, we are seeing a kind of renewed buying interest down here in Nigeria, which African market is not left behind. We are seeing also that mission. But good news that the first trading day for the full week of the month of June, we are seeing a market in green. But yes, it's still not much, but good that it has sustained the positive trend of for almost 6 trading days now at this hour, which is good for me. But what to sustain this is that more economic data are expected in the market to give more insight what we should expect as investors or trader in the market. That will also help investors to know exactly what to do as regard what their position in the market right now as we speak. Because with that, you will know exactly where is the next investor should watch and what are they expect to see in the market when it comes to that regard. As I said, you must keep your eyes on factors that will drive the market and also factors that will put the market down. That's why I said positive influence or negative influence comes from what? From economic data and also from policy statement, and that's why you must know how to read your chart to know exactly what is happening in that regard. But I believe that as all eyes are still on US job report I said earlier, that also continue, and also the outcome of expected policy meeting in the next week also will shape the market. But I believe that this job report will give more clue what investors should expect from Fed. Like I mentioned earlier, the manufacturing activities in China has improved more than expected in this month of May, as reviewed by but still there's a mixed concern for that because there's a slowdown in some part where also I think that other sectors that China manufacturing sector remain unexpectedly below expectation, but the service sector is breaking out in that regard. And like I said earlier, that oil price going to oscillate. But at this one now, can see there's a little. Let's just say, look at the chart already. As we look now, we can see a little break out in oil price just slightly. Now, I told you earlier, at the beginning, we're seeing it, but now I think they're beating out this morning just slightly. Even, like I said earlier, that after the OPEC has extended the production cuts into 2025 in their last meeting. But actually, African market is mixed, which I'm trying to give you more insight. But I believe that the investors should not panic. Why? Because I believe that the market will continue to oscillate. And that's why I'm going to look at here in Nigeria what is the outlook for the month of June and what are the factors that will drive that June performance in Nigerian market we have seen the earnings that were all expected from the insurance company. How is this company? What is the state of these numbers? Is it positive? Is it negative? What is the implication of these numbers we are seeing from insurance company? And also, we also saw this morning that the Stanbic IBTs have released the this mega report for the month of May. Is it expanding? Is it contracting? We want to see, because we have seen already the first quarter GDP that given us insight what had happened in the report. Now we have seen that the first month of second quarter, the month of April and not that of May, we have seen that there's expansion. There's a kind of an uptrend in terms of performance. When I mean performance, the potential manager that the private sector business activities are looking up gradually, even in the midst of inflation hitting the peak. But right now, for the month of for May, we are seeing a kind of a little relief in terms of seeing improved activities as the figure have shown. As the figure have shown at this peak now. We see that for the month of May, we are seeing that the potential manager index stood at at 52.1 basis points, up from 51.1. That's an improvement. And also, we saw a little slowdown in inflation pressure, which you saw also when they released the data for the month of for May, for the month of April, in the month of May. We saw that little slowdown on month-to-month basis. But I believe that if that trend continues, because of harvest season, let's see how it goes. That's a problem. But also because also we saw a little appreciation in the naira in that early first month of the quarter, which is April, and that also have reflected little on it. But that also have impacted the purchasing manager index we are just seeing. But good news for increased renewing order that we're seeing in that in the market sector, whether business activities looking up. Don't forget that this also have a way of telling you what you're likely to see when it comes to the earnings for second quarter. If we see expansion in business sector, in business activity for private sector for April, for May, and that of June, it's a sign that where we are going in terms of our numbers. This is why you have to look at it. Even when cost of origin, that if there's renewed order or increased order, that there is still an implication on it. You must have all this at the back of your mind. As I say, what will shape what the month of May. And for me, look at the outlook for the month of June for the market. For me, we still expect that the market for the month of June will remain mixed. But because of the activities of end of the quarter, end of the half year, we're going to see a lot of portfolio shuffling. That at the end, we might see this month closing marginally the way we saw in the month of or the way we saw in the month of May. But good thing that there will be oscillation, little correction will come. That will create opportunity. But you, as a design investor, it's time for you to reposition in which area to see that the activities of the banking sector improve when little clarity started coming out from AGM. Some of the management trying to give you what they want, they give us information on what they want to do. That's a kind of a candle, confidence, and also because of dividend expectation for interim dividend, these are the things that will drive the observation we're going to see in the month of June. Don't forget that for the bank, the end of the June that year, you see there is a cost of the audit from either late August or early September for those that are fast enough, unless this dividend are change way of approving. But you can see that what they delay for full year. If that also will not repeat itself for quarterly, but I know there are few. These are the things that will shape the market for the month. And also the result that came from insurance company, what is it telling you as a trader or a player in the market? You can see there's a lot of opportunity now in that industry. Yes, we have seen the capacity of this insurance company, seeing the impact of the premium on their performance. Not only that of also FS. Is it going to continue? No. But we have already seen that even with the projection of FS, we are seeing prices. Most of these insurers are also seeing reflecting a good gain. But not only that, you look at the insurance revenue they were seeing because of the premium, it has improved, and that also trickled down to their profit after tax. We have seen it in their full year that were delayed, but most of them also the new ones that have not paid dividend for a long time. We have seen them coming up to that dividend next now. We saw the life of Assume Assurance, we saw that of Sovereign Trust Insurance. All these are coming up. For instance, we have not seen dividend from them, which is a good news. We saw that of Conhol, we saw that of NEM, or that of Massad. We see them coming up also Prestige Assurance. All of them coming up with these are the things that they are. But not only that, you look at the current year, financial year, the earnings that are coming from them, from this insurance company. It tells that there's a potential there. If you can really take position at the right time for this insurance company, I'm telling you, you will not regret it, because at the end of the day, if the trend is sustained, yes, you might say because of recapitalization for the bank, the insurance also, they have to perform, so they can also attract investment. But don't forget that their recapitalization have been for a long time. But I know it will not take the same pattern of what we are going to see in what in the insurance, we are going to see in the banking sector, because insurance have done even more recapitalization in many years than the banks. These are they will be continuing, and that means that they might see a lot of improvement in their numbers, which also will attract people. For that, let's not take advantage of the low price we are seeing in insurance company and take advantage of them to create wealth. Don't forget that as a trader, you need what will push the price. At least anything that are looking positive, tell you where you also should be to your 10 as you speak now. For me, this is how investors should, most of our time, should invest as we speak, because this potential insurance company is going to change the face of those stocks. But we have seen already. And also, what is happening in one result that I've just seen. For me, I've seen a lot of bid in that stock this morning. First of all, the unaudited account that came last week, Friday, for first quarter and third quarter, which is also for me is a good one. But because of trust, that trust deficit we are seeing in that company, unless what I've read in Pushel this morning, if really they are set for what to raise for, we need them to clean their table and become transparent so that the market can also move toward them. But they will start by giving us positive number and also rewarding investors for what, for waiting for all this while without dividend. If the number was seen as a quarter at the end of the full year audited account for 2023 come powerfully and as a reward for investors, that also show that though they are coming back and they become transparent, and that will also for the approach the market. If what they remain the way it is approaching the market, it should be a problem for them. I think it's better they should know how to come out with be transparent and also carry investors along, and also how to address the court case that still are standing, so that investors will know what they are doing. You can see what is happening in Steplat, what is happening in area that is on OTC. You can see that companies in that industry, that of crude oil business, you can see what they are posting. I feel that Owando to do better, and if they come to good numbers at the end of the day and pay dividend, that will be stop. For those that are already in Owando, I would say fine. Oh, but those that are not yet to enter Owando, you see the situation, you can also create opportunity for you to enter. But I would say also you have to take with caution, until because Owando is possible to show us 72 and 74 billion profit for third quarter. At the end of the year, it is not new. We have seen it for several years. Owando come with a negative earnings, which can happen. That's why if you are trading, set a reasonable target go for it. Don't be carried with market gyration. Set achievable target for yourself. You know when you're entering what you're so that you can take advantage of the movement. Don't over expect. When you expect, you get your finger burnt. Once you hit the target, exit, because Owando has not become, unless they have to prove to the market that they are repented. I mean repented, they start coming with their corporate action that is consistent. That will give us more insight. If not, what happened in South Africa, and also some consultant advising them to do what they are doing now. That is what. If not, they would have sit on their result. For good that we are seeing positive results for 2023, good every that 2024 should also be better, because of oil price that remain stable, above, and that if you are into crude oil business, that will also support their price. For me, investors should invest with knowledge and not be carried away with market oscillation. Know exactly what to do, and also when the factors are driving the stock become clearer, you can also take for medium and also catch up at the right time. Set your investment objective, let your trade your plan, and know where your buying range and your set target, and also your stop loss. This will guide you, to stay in profit. But I believe that we are seeing a lot of potential in the market now. Late result that came from insurance has opened investors' eyes. When I'm out of Lagos, I take time, despite that the internet where I am was a bit poor. But when I came back, I tried to see, and I see potential. I see sentiment changing. I see signals. That's why I release signal for the week, because already we have seen some good signals, so that we can take advantage of it to see how we can position in the market again. But also for those that are also calling me already for third quarter masterclass, yes, before the end of this week, we'll roll out the plan for the third masterclass, and also to see the one that the second quarter masterclass, which the market oscillation have changed. But I believe that before the end of this June, we have also hit most of our targets for that second quarter, preparing for what I told one of my colleagues in the office that yes, already we have seen two stocks are going to give investors 200% now and in 1 year time. I believe that if you can keep to that stock from this third quarter masterclass, we are targeting 200%, in a year. That a year you're going to smile to the bank. You need to be, in the coming masterclass, first week of July, that is the first Saturday of July. But I know that before Wednesday this week, my team will roll out the procedure for registration, and also the topic and the speakers for the masterclass comment, because already two stocks have been chosen to give us good return. We said minimum of 200 in 1 year. you also see in that class. That's why you need to start preparing yourself ahead of time. Look at your itinerary. I've said it now. Date will be the first Saturday in the month of what? In the month of July, so that you take advantage of time now to prepare and also look, know exactly where to put your money. It's very important that you know that is the first thing to do as we speak, because investors really have to take advantage of what? Advantage of the market. You really have to do that. If possible, you might also do this class, at the last Saturday of the month of June, depending on my team, which also look at. But I believe that first Saturday of July, also look like around the 6th of July, which already we have also like to are taking the good dividend. But before now, before then, we want to give you information on the date. But I believe that should be first Saturday of July, or the last Saturday of June, hopefully by God's grace. We look forward to seeing you at the Forum Master class. Then before I go, let's quickly look at the chart, because time is fast spent now. When I look at the market data, yes, I told you that the market in the morning opened in green but not too strong. But sitting now, we're seeing market pulling back marginally, trading at 99,295.38. Market is down by 5 points, which is no less than 0.001. And for me, it's still just market oscillation. But if you look at market break remain positive. We're having 10 gainers and 7 losers at this hour. And out of that, losers, the top 5 losers are MC Nichols and Fidelity, Universal Insurance, Omatech, and then Jacob. These are the top 5 losers right away. But if you look at the gainers chart, we have seen that insurance companies are taking over the top, which, like I know I've discussed earlier, we have seen Cornerstone leading by 10% up, followed by Owando 9.7. We have seen Better Capital, so 8.5, followed by Regency Insurance 8.3, and CAP PSC 7.8. These are the top gainers right away. But in terms of volume, also you can see that the Better Capital is also leading in terms of volume, 56.8 million share traded so far at 64 naira, at 54 kobo, sorry, followed by ICO 30.2 million shares at 99 kobo, and Regency at 14.6 million at 39 kobo, and International Energy 11.8 million shares at 1 naira 25 kobo, and Access Corp 7.9 million shares at 17 naira 25 kobo. This is the state of the market. Quickly, because of our time is fast spent. So take a look at what is the chart saying about the market. Look at the index now. You can see the chart here. It's like the uptrend is still there. I think I can still making up, but now we're seeing a flat position right now because of what? Because of the market trying to look up at this hour after the 5 days. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. The 5 uptrend we have seen. But looking at this signal here, technically, it's a sign of weakness. But good that the market has started in green this hour. You can see it here, but not much. You can see, like I told you, it's marginally, in red, in green. You can see that it is the market state now, very flat here. Let's keep our also volume so far relatively low compared to what we saw the previous day from Friday. Let's watch and see where the market will go from here. But before that, let's call out other indicators that will help us to make sense of what the market is doing, or to read the market momentum that will help us to understand where this market is heading from this point. First of all, look at what the MACD saying. Don't forget, money flow is very important. We have to look at it at this hour, and also what is the moving average exponential saying. These are the key words we're going to use right now. Then we'll not change this our C line, which we are used to us here, to 8, and that is the blue line you can see here. You can see, and also quickly we want to also look at where is the market, looking at the T line again, so that you know what the state of the market. Market is above the T line already, which is the good news. And market is heading toward 50 days moving average. A breakout today will confirm a stronger momentum in the market. Now we can see that momentum in the market is strong and it's looking up again. That is good news for us and market right away at this point. And it's starting also on a flat note for the new month, which earlier we say in green, but now it's a flat note. But before the end of the day, we'll know exactly where the market is. For good news that we're seeing that money flow is almost hitting 60, above 50 on the daily chart. You can see it for MACD is bullish on the daily chart. For me, it's a good news for the market. But if we look at other time frame, let's look at 1 hour chart to see what is happening. On 1 hour chart, you can see that the market is also a bit flattish. You can see that it's side trending here, but see above the what, above the T line. But we are seeing a sign here that market is considering that this histogram here is kind of you know, descending. It's not accelerating, it's just descending. That means we are likely to see that on regular the market will be what. And see also the money flow is also slowing down on a 1 hour chart to read the 75 from as high as this. I can see it also here, and also you can see also on MACD that MACD, sorry, you can see the blue line looking to cross the red down. That is a sign of bearishness. But let's watch. But this is a short time. But let's look at other time frame. Let's look at what is 2 hours saying. 2 hours chart is telling us. It's very, very important. Still above the T line and flat, as I said earlier. I see the side trending here. MACD is bullish. Our money flow is high at 90, but see that it's looking down to almost a 90 something now to 90 for me. Also see that the market is there, that market is still strong. As far as market is sitting above the T line, don't forget I told you that the further you see that the index action is far from T line, but people that go to pull back. Now you can see that the distance is not much, but see that it's flat here. You need to also have that at the back. Finally, look at what the 4 hour chart telling us is very, very important. What I can see that you can see that what I said is side trending here. You can see that it's side trending already, and you can see that MACD is still bullish here. Our money flow is still 73. This is a good thing that I can see that on different time frames the market is still strong as we speak now. But good news that let's look at one or two stocks before we call it today, despite our time is fast spent. Let's look at what is Master doing right now. What is Master doing? And after that, we look at the strength behind the acquisition we are seeing. Investment capital, is this sustained? This company that we have seen the first quarter result, we have seen the full year result. Yes, despite there's no dividend for full year, but number is pointing to somewhere. And even now that you can see for Master, you can see that it's still above the T line, but we have seen that the stock is between 5 naira, 60 kobo, 5 naira 60 kobo, and 540. You can see the sign. This for our chart for the stock. MACD is still bullish, and money flow is still flowing on that stock. Then quickly look at the shorter time frame, which is 1 hour. But on 1 hour chart, you can see that they try to break down the T line, but flat on the T line, it came down, but you can see up again. People are still going down within pushing it up and down. But MACD remain bullish, but already looking down gradually. And money flow is flat, reading 48.9. For me, it's a good run for Master. Like I said, let's look at what is bet. Yes, this is good. I'll look at it. I can see the strong candlestick here with good volume. Can see it up here. For me, it's a good one. 64 already at this one 1 hour chart. That is why it's good to look at 1 hour chart, different time frame. Money flow is almost 99. Good one for the stock. Let's look at other time frame. Let's look at the day chart also. For the day chart, the same pattern you are seeing after the stock after trend. I'm no with the T line, but nothing above the T line. Can see the volume here. Money flow is looking almost it's looking up to read what to read 83, and MACD is bullish on the stock. This is good stock to watch also as a trader investor. They already giving me sign, but I'll quickly look at Owando. What is the strength of Owando at this hour? Let me quickly look at it. They already giving me sign here, but let me quickly look at Owando. It's good that we look at it together to see the momentum behind Owando. Yes, you can see that this momentum has started for 3 days now. In category what we call a three soldier, you can see what is possibly is it a profit taking that will come after the three soldier, or is it going to hit the it's going to hit, because when you see this kind of candlestick looking up strongly, good one. But there's a resistance level here around 13 14 naira, the fourth resistance level. They have broken this ones here at this level. Once you also break this one and get there, that will be, but at this is it profit taking. We can see that money flow is flat on a day chart already. MACD is still bullish. So let's look at 1 hour chart for the stock before I conclude. On the 1 hour chart, it still remain strong. You can see it has gotten as high as open at 12, almost touched at 12.95. But I can tell you that you can see that it's above the T line. But let's wait and see. Money flow is reading almost 85, 84, and also MACD is still bullish. This is on 1 hour chart. Let's quickly look at 4 hour charts. 4 hour chart segment, yes. In the 4 hour chart, you can see where the stock is now. I tested like I said, you can see the position where it is. But then we'll look at where it is now. Let's keep our finger crossed for the stock. See around there, the 12 naira. That is the price it is at all today. You can see there's a little gap here. MACD is looking bullish, and the money flow on 4 hours also 84. Which one is a good one? On this note, I will say thank you for your time. See you on Wednesday. Enjoy your trading day.